YouTube family. Before I begin this news story, remember to hit the notification button, like and subscribe to my channel. Please tell all your friends and family as well. And I hope you're having a great day. This news story focuses on the devastating crime committed towards a teenager, Susana Morales. Let's continue with this devastating news. Now, when police officers commit crimes with underage children, it is a serious offense, as we know. Typically, crimes against children carry significant penalties for every adult. Now, depending on the specific crime, the penalties may include jail time, fines, or a combination of both. In these particular cases, depending on the jurisdiction, the police officer may also face disciplinary action from their department. In some cases, police officers may be required to register as an S offender, depending on the nature of the crime. It is important for police officers to understand the severity of their actions and the potential consequences they may face. According to the family of Susana Morales, she was missing since July 26. The Gwinnett County Police viewed her cell phone using video footage. On the night of July 26, she was walking in the direction towards her home. However, Gwinnett police detectives believe she entered a vehicle. Unfortunately, Susana Morales' body was found in a wooded area located in Doraville, an Atlanta suburb. Her remains were found on February 6th. There's an ongoing investigation of when the crime took place. Sadly, 16-year-old Susana Morales was allegedly unalived by a Doraville police officer, Miles Bryant. The ex-police officer has been arrested for allegedly dumping her body. Since last week Wednesday, he's held without bond. 22-year-old Miles Bryant is no longer with the Doraville Police Department. Currently, he faces charges of falsely reporting a crime and concealing the passing of another person. The ex-police officer, Miles Bryant, has been incarcerated since Susana Morales' body was discovered. Presently, there isn't data on whether Miles Bryant was fired or resigned from his police department. A local news outlet, WXIA, reported several allegations about Miles Bryant, stating that he gave a false report on July 27th, and in the false report, Miles Bryant stated that his personal car had been broken into with the weapon that he had inside. Miles Bryant lived near the area where Susana Morales lived and went missing in Norcross. Also, he dumped Susana Morales' unclothed body in the woods. YouTube family, just a few hours ago, there's been a new report. A woman who lives in Snellville, Georgia, shared vital news about the same suspect. The former police officer, Miles Bryant, was stalking her too. Alicia Bates said that Miles Bryant stalked her several months last year. He broke into her apartment. Her apartment door was actually broken into. There is clear video footage from a neighbor's Ring camera to confirm all of her statements. On the video, Miles Bryant is clearly seen wearing a gray hooded sweatshirt and black pants. On another day, Miles Bryant looked straight towards the camera when he wore a hooded sweatshirt with camouflage pants. On October 15, 2022, Miles Bryant knocked on Alicia Bates' door several times, then proceeded to forcibly push in the door, which broke off part of the frame. Alicia Bates told law enforcement the stalking occurred before and after the Susana Morales case. She was his childhood friend, whom Miles Bryant attempted to connect with last year, but Alicia Bates stopped returning his texts. Luckily, Alicia Bates saw the video from her neighbor's doorbell camera, and on October 25, 2022, she realized the stalker was Miles Bryant. As anyone in that situation, she was extremely afraid for her life. Repeatedly, Miles Bryant approached her door and attempted to turn the doorknob. Promptly, Alicia Bates reported Miles Bryant to the Doraville and Gwinnett County Police. Now, the Doraville County responded that there wasn't any evidence that he was committing any crimes against her. Plus, there was no feedback from Gwinnett County law enforcement at that time regarding her records. Her report. Now, however, when the Doraville County Police told Miles Bryant about the complaints, he finally stopped stalking her. But Alicia Bates said there weren't any investigations or consequences for his actions by the Gwinnett County Police. Again, Miles Bryant peered directly at the Ring camera. His identity was clear. Presently, Alicia Bates still wonders what in the world happened to her reports made at the Gwinnett County Police Office. She believes that Susana Morales' life possibly would have been saved if Miles Bryant was investigated early. Alicia Bates is still quite shaken. She continued to walk in fear for numerous months because of this predator. Alicia Bates is grateful because she could have easily been his first victim. YouTube family, my heartfelt condolences goes out to all of Susana Morales' loved ones, family, and friends. It's a horrific shock to know that an individual whose responsibility is to protect and serve is a predator. The ball was dropped when Miles Bryant wasn't charged for stalking and breaking into the residence, as seen on video. If prompt action took place to hold him accountable for earlier crimes, Susana Morales may have been saved. All of the red flags were there since 2022. Why wasn't there an investigation, especially after the break-in? It is evident that Miles Bryant has issues of self-control, and he doesn't stop when he hears no. It causes him to act even more aggressively. It seems as if Miles Bryant became a police officer to obtain power and more access to potential victims. As you know, police officers are privy to most residents' personal data. So when Miles Bryant targeted Susana Morales, he knew every aspect of her life. As a young girl, she had no idea of the danger she was in, especially when Miles Bryant hid behind a police badge. I am curious about Miles Bryant's history. The mind of a stalker is often one that is filled with obsessive thoughts and an inability to control their own behavior. The stalker's need for control over their victim may be driven by feelings of jealousy or possessiveness. They even desire to punish someone who has wronged them in some way. For example, there are incredible amounts of cases when a stalker feels rejected, insecure, or ignored. This may have been the reason why he went after Susana Morales. Stalkers typically use various tactics such as surveillance, intimidation, harassment, and threats in order to gain power over their victims. They might follow the victim around their neighborhood or even send unwanted gifts or messages using text or different social media platforms like WhatsApp, Facebook Messenger, and Instagram direct message, DMs. Some stalkers might engage in cyberstalking activities, such as monitoring emails accounts for any activity related to the victim's interactions with others online and pretending to be the person in the victim's contacts. All of these actions are to gain control and continue interacting with the victim, although they said no. Now, while researching online, I learned even more details about a stalker's reasoning. Stalkers usually resort to physical violence if they feel threatened by other people getting too close emotionally and or physically with their targeted person, who is their potential victim. Unfortunately, a stalking victim may never know what the predator's plans are towards them. They may not even know that they're being stalked. But if there's any suspicion, it's best to hire a private detective to do a thorough investigation and file charges. In Georgia, stalking is when a person follows, places under surveillance, or contacts another person at or about a place or places without the consent of the other person for the purpose of harassing and intimidating the other person. If an individual, the stalker, is charged, it's a misdemeanor for the first offense with up to $1,000 in fines and up to 1 year in prison. It's very lenient. For a second offense or more, the individual will be charged with a felony and face up to 1 to 10 years in prison. In conclusion, Alicia Bates wants to work with the prosecutors against this stalker. She is willing to testify against him when he goes to trial, and I hope Miles Bryant will face all accountability for each and every crime that he has committed. Please leave your comments below. I would love to hear from all of you. And remember to hit the notification button, like and subscribe to my channel. Tell your friends and family. And thanks a million. And stay safe wherever you are.